All right, folks. Um, I was going to do this in a meeting format, but then I realized how long these videos were that I was feeling like we needed to cover this week. So I'm just going to do a short video to talk to you guys about some of the questions I've had, and not really questions, but some clarification points that needed to be made. Um, some of you have had a hard time trying to figure out how you should put together your descriptions for your final draft. For your final project, and it's just APA format. So read the chapters and watch the videos and the presentations, and then just try to put in your own words a description of the subject that was covered is really what we're doing each week to try to get us to that final point of understanding and being able to describe it to someone in a written format. Because so many of us that are technically minded, our strengths don't lie on trying to show someone else or tell someone else how it works. And that's part of being a database management person and an IT person, is you have to be able to speak to those people who are not tech minded at all. And some of the best IT guys I know in the world, their bosses can't grasp how brilliant they are, because they get email responses that are 2 words long, and the people can't answer the phone in an acceptable manner, and it's that that's just not their strength. Now, I'm not saying any of you guys that's not your strength. You guys write well. I've enjoyed reading what you're writing to each other and sharing with each other, and how you're covering everything. But that's what those assignments are designed to do, is just to get you in the capacity of explaining how things work to those who are needing to understand what you're doing, why you're doing it. And to go along with that, I've had some questions about things that are database terms and things that I hope we all know. But the questions seem to be ones where it would be good to delve a little deeper into ERD diagrams and normalization, cardinalization, those things. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos I'm posting. These are really good videos. We already had the videos that you've seen, but these go a little bit more in depth, and they give examples, more examples. As a matter of fact, for the normalization ones, there are 3 normalization pieces that are the main descriptor, and then the other videos that go along with them are just example extensions, so that you can see things in your head and get a little better grasp on that. And that's just because I've had some questions that seem to be, why do I need to know this? I get this, and then we'll be talking about why they should write something a certain way, and they don't seem to understand that the normalization is why, and some of the problems that you can get into. To give an example, and I know many of you work in the field already or have experience with databasing, I think one of the things that we can forget is, if you get one parameter wrong on a database, there's really no going back after it's been used for a short term. A few years ago, there was a very, very large company that went through an ownership change. And in that ownership change, 2 different blocks of inventory were combined into one accidentally. And so all of the data overrode each other with very separate primary keys. So the inventory appeared to be double what it actually was for a certain segment of the business. So suddenly, as a publicly traded company, this company had twice the inventory in its non-business-to-business sale, in its business-to-business sales, and the same amount in its non-business-to-business accounts. And about a month later, someone realized it. So for an entire month, all of the business-to-business transactions had been doing normal operating business of changing all of the things that were in the database without anyone noticing. And as a publicly traded company, you can really get in a lot of trouble for falsely reporting value of your company because of how much inventory you have. And in this case, it was quickly handled and handled well and professionally and fixed. And it was a lot of nightmare work to re-separate all of the things that had happened. And it was lucky that one of the two maintained its own separate entity, so that way they could reverse math the things that had happened over the month and what everything should be at. So with that being said, I'm going to upload this so you guys can watch it first. And then I'm just going to put the links to the other YouTube videos that have those other things. And I'm going to try to put them in order so that you can just click on them one at a time and watch them. You don't have to watch these, but there's really no reason not to. If you want to grasp this stuff better, the first two are actually from a company that sells the ERD diagramming software. You don't have to buy their software. You can buy their software. Whatever you want to do. I'm not trying to sponsor them or tout them. They just happen to put together two very good videos about ERDs to help people understand why the design is important. And then the other is another gentleman who just does a really good job of giving lots of examples. And as he goes through those examples, he also gives you some of the pitfalls that people run into about not understanding normalization and the importance of it. So thank you guys for all the hard work that you've been doing. Please, those of you who have been deployed or in the state of emergency or out of country for any reason, feel free to let me know those things so that way I can plan for, this is when I expect this person to turn this stuff in and when I should consider it late. You know, emergencies happen. I understand that. I was out of town all week on you know, for my main job's company business, and I understand that. So just let me know it, so that way we can all be on the same page. And I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.